What's up, visionaries?
It's Mel.
And it's Greg. And M.A.G. Visions is back bringing y'all another video today. Now, in today's video, we got The Walking Dead, Season 9, Episode 5, What Comes After. Rick Grimes' final episode.
It was so hard. It was hard.
Man, when we was watching that thing, I was like, oh my goodness, like what's going on? Like,
yeah,
I didn't know what to expect, what was going to happen.
I wish we could have recorded our live reaction to it, but it didn't work out. Long story, it just didn't work out. But
before we get to talking about the video, though, make sure I hit that subscribe button, make sure I leave a like on the video, and make sure I leave your comments down below. So, when we start off in the video, Rick is basically impaled on the bars. He's still impaled on the bars.
And the walkers are still coming from both directions. They're still coming from both directions. So
right now, he's bleeding, he's stuck, and he looked like he's like, well, I'm wondering myself, how is he going to get up off the bar?
Either it was going to take some adrenaline or some force or something, because he literally was impaled. Yeah. Like by the bar. And it's a barbed wire. They hold like bridges and concrete together, so that lets you know just how strong a barbed wire is.
Yeah. I mean, when he decided to get his belt and like bring himself off the bar, that took pure adrenaline right there.
Yeah, that was pure adrenaline, because it was nothing else. Everything else would have left him right there and he would have died. That's just plain and true.
Yeah, so it was like either he was going to get up off of that bar or he was going to get eaten by the walkers.
Yeah, by many walkers, because there was like zillions of them.
Yeah, so he finally got the belt wrapped around the wire, the bar. Pulled himself up off of there, and when you seen he did that, you just seen how much blood just came up out of him.
He just started gushing, blood just started gushing and gushing everywhere.
So he's like, let me go ahead, get back on this horse, and let me try to get back to the camp where everybody was at. Yeah. To try to warn them about the walkers.
Yeah, so you see it's like blood all over the horse and everything. So then they cut to the scene where you see, what's her name, Jadis, aka Ann. She is her car stopped. It's stuck and she can't move. So she walkie-talkies the
people from the Commonwealth, I think.
The Commonwealth, or the helicopter people, whoever they are. She calls them and they say, "Do you have what is it? The A waiting for us?"
And she says she has it.
And she says, "Yes, I have." But we all know that Father Gabriel was the A, and he is left behind at the dumpster. He's at the dumpster, so we know she's lying. Now, I'm not quite sure where she was going with that one.
I kind of think she was going to try to kill the people that fly the helicopter.
Maybe.
And maybe take the helicopter and try to probably I guess bring it back to Rick and them or whatever. But
yeah, I would say that. It say okay, after all this happens, you still see her going, back and forth with the people, with the helicopter people, but nothing really happens, with that. Don't they fly away or whatever. Yeah. So then they cut back to the scene where you see Rick is trying to stay away and lead the walkers away from the other people. So he's he's leaking blood. The horse has blood all over. There's blood all over the horse.
He's basically hallucinating.
Yeah, he's basically going into his hallucinating phase. They cut to show, you see Maggie, and she's upset and she's extra killing a walker. Extra killing him. She killed him like she was thinking about killing Negan.
But before that, when he's hallucinating on his horse, you see they cut to a scene where he's talking to Shane.
Yeah, that's after though.
Yeah, he said that's after?
It's after.
Okay. But I'm going to say after that, when he's talking to Shane, he's like he's talking to him and he's hallucinating.
Of course, because we all know Shane died. So
yeah, but Shane died in season 2, I think? Season 2.
2 or
I think
3.
It was season 2 or 3.
I know you guys are going to slam together and let us know what season he died on. But yeah, he's talking to him, and when they're having a conversation, what are they talking about?
Well, I don't know if y'all picked up on this, but when Shane and Rick are talking in the car, for one, Rick says to Shane, "She has your nose."
They're talking about Judith. You remember Judith belongs to Shane. That's his daughter.
If everybody didn't know.
Or remember, because I kind of forgot about
Judith, which Rick's been taking care of the whole time. Everybody thinks it's his daughter.
Yeah, it's really
Shane's daughter.
He never said anything. That's what you call growing up and manning up. He never said anything or treated her different.
Yeah, you wouldn't. In a world like that.
Yeah, but some people will. But I'm just saying, he didn't.
That's crazy. You might be raised by a walker then. If they're gonna go like that. Yeah. So what you got next?
No, when you just see that do you want to do? He say, do you want to do? Shane asks, do you want to know what this is? And he's like, yes. And he says, you need to find your rage. Remember, that's what he says to him. You need to find your rage. He was like, I know I'm an asshole. And he was like, yeah, I'm an asshole too. He said, but what I need you to do is wake up. And if like, so that's the first person
that tells him to wake up because he's about to die.
Yeah, because you feel like he's about to, you know, leave and go to them pearly gates because he's starting to see people who are deceased, you know. So then Michonne is told that Maggie is at Alexandra, and she's like, what is she doing here? You know what she's there for. But she I think it took her like all of 2 seconds to figure out what she was there for. So by the time she gets to the door to where Negan is being kept, Michonne is already waiting for her. So they basically, Maggie tells her what? Like that.
Maggie tells her like, if this happened to Rick, if Negan beat Rick's brains out,
right?
This would have been taken care of a long time ago.
Right.
We all know this too. If that was Rick
and Michonne, she literally paused like she's kind of right. She would have sliced them up. So you have to understand where her pain is coming from. Like, I think that's all she wants her to do. Just realize where my pain is coming from.
What did Maggie tell her? Look, Michonne, I had a year and a half to think about this, and I still want to kill this dude.
Like if that feeling of me wanting to kill him was gonna go away, it would have went away like a year and a half. But I don't think it ever went away. I would have really wanted to kill him like forever and eternity. So I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's true. So in turn, Michonne, she gives the keys to Maggie.
Yep.
She steps to the side like,
I'm gonna let you go do what you do, because in her mind she feels that Maggie just is gonna feel better after she kills Negan, because I think she kind of thought about it for that moment. If someone hurt Rick, oh my God, I would really kill them. Yep. So she moved out of the way.
So Maggie goes in, she sees Negan. Negan knows what she's there for. So Negan, he tends to like try to like antagonize her, like basically saying like, oh, when I beat Glenn and I popped this eyeball out of his head.
Oh my God, he just was making it so graphic. When I beat his brains in, or whatever words he specifically used, he basically used the words to specify that he did it terribly.
So he's trying to enrage Maggie.
Yeah.
And it's working.
It is. And it would
it's working. So she tells Negan, I want to see you in the light. Come forward to the light so I can see you, because I need to see this in the light.
I was so scared. I thought he was going to try to pull a maneuver on her like a flipper, or you know, do something. I was like, Maggie, no, don't go.
So Negan gets up. He comes to the gate. Maggie opens the gate.
Right.
She tells him to kneel down.
Yes.
Negan kneels down, and Negan basically tells Maggie, kill me. So,
and he says something that now makes a lot of sense on why he called his bat Lucille. I guess his wife's name was Lucille.
Yep.
Because this whole time I'm like, when he kept saying Lucille, did you think he was talking about bring me my bat, bring me my bat? I thought he was saying bring me
the bat.
Bring me the bat, when Lucille was his wife.
But I think Maggie's scene when Negan started to like, I guess like pour his heart out to her.
He had feelings.
But you know what though? Maggie realized, if I kill Negan, he's getting the easy way out. Then he'll be able to be with his wife, which he wants to be, but it's not going to bring Glenn back.
Nope.
So in turn, she's still going to be there suffering.
And he gets what he wants.
You're going to be with Lucille? Like, nah. So she thought about it. She said, you know what? You're pretty much already dead. Like,
yeah, because she was like, look at you. You're like a mush of a man now. Like you're not even the killing Negan, which I don't believe for 1 minute. The killing Negan is still up in there.
He's still there, but at that moment though, I really believe he was ready to die.
Yeah, he was
ready to die.
I thought he picked up something. I kept looking at. I was about to say babe on camera because you're not calling it babe. I kept looking at Greg saying, he picked up something. He had to pick up something.
You thought he had the key.
I'm like, did he pick up something? I didn't know.
It was too easy. It was like too easy.
And then he just went back in his cell and cried. I'm like,
So Maggie's basically like, okay, no, you're gonna live here in hell where you belong, and you're gonna suffer.
And she leaves. She comes out. You see Michonne and her. They make eyes with each other, and Michonne just gets this proud look on her face, like you didn't do it because she didn't.
Yeah, I mean,
so yeah.
But I think she needed to get that out though.
Yeah, she did. And then after that, they cut to the scene where Rick is getting more and more groggy. He's like bleeding more and getting more and more groggy. So he goes into this, what is it, like some place, like a house or barn looking place?
I think Yeah, I think, yep, it was a barn.
And then when he goes in there, he sees Herschel. I said, oh God, he's dead for real, because he done seen Herschel. He done seen Shane. Now he done seen Herschel.
Hey, I do have to say, when I seen Herschel in that part, I was like,
I was so proud and so happy, because he passed away in real life. So it's just, it was good to be able to know that you'll be on film for forever for people to see.
He passed away the day before the season premiere of season 9.
Yeah,
that was crazy. So to see Herschel on the screen was like
that was beautiful.
Oh man, like look at Herschel, like
that was beautiful.
Yeah, and it was like, since he's passed away for real, it was almost like
that was his angel. It was his angel talking
I
on screen.
I can't really explain it.
And if you guys peep the scene, if you look at the scene, there's light around them. Like, it looks like heaven. It literally looks like they're standing at heaven, in heaven, talking.
I think it looked like Herschel was standing on his farm.
That's what I'm saying. It looks like it did. It looked like he was standing on his farm, but it looked like it was a ray of light around it. Like they were standing in heaven. So I just picture that he's in heaven. That's just my own interpretation of it. It looked like he was standing in heaven.
Basically, with everybody, I think what Herschel's telling them, well, Herschel, Shane, they're telling him like, look, brother, you did enough. Like, you can't save the world, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everyone did their part.
And they're basically thanking him for everything he did, because I think Rick literally underestimated everything that he did for everybody. He literally underestimated that. And then once again, what does Herschel tell him?
Wake up.
Wake up. So when he wakes up, he walks out of what you think is the barn to just a bunch of dead. Everybody's dead.
Everybody's dead.
Everybody's
Maggie.
dead.
Who did he see?
Maggie, Daryl. It was
Carol.
What's her name? Rose. That he seen like all of them just laid down on the ground. All of them. It was just like a fleet of like not even zombies. It was like people who were people.
Yeah, who were human.
Yeah, who were human. Who were dead. Were dead on the ground. But then, out of all the dead people, who pops up?
Sasha. That was crazy. It was crazy to see her too.
It was so amazing to see her pop up too. And she basically told Rick the same thing. What? That
we all did our part. We had our time here.
You did what you were supposed to do.
We were put here to help other people that came after us be stronger.
Right. And he did that and then some.
Man, he did a whole lot. Like, to me, I think he did too much. I mean, he never asked to be the leader.
And that's what you call selfishness. I mean, what you call it? Selflessness. I couldn't get it out. That's what you call selfish. You know what I just said. Yeah, that's what you call. I mean, that's what he did. That's in his heart. That's what he did.
Yeah, he stepped up.
Yeah. So after that, you see, what is it? After he goes outside to all the dead people. That's when I said Sasha already comes up. So she tells him the same thing. Wake up. Which every time you tell him to wake up, it was literally because a walker was about to
bite him.
Yeah, about to bite him or attack him. So literally, to me, they were his guardian angels all through the whole process. The different, like Herschel, Shane, and Sasha were his guardian angels, because we all have them. So those were his for that day. So then it says she tells him that everything is already done, which means like, go ahead, let it be. So he goes to the camp. When he gets to the camp, what does he see?
Everybody is dead.
Everybody in the camp is dead.
Now, I don't know what was happening with that part right there.
They really didn't touch on that. Was that real? Was that a dream?
I don't know what that was, but everybody in that camp was dead.
Everybody was dead. But the only thing is, I didn't recognize any of the zombies as people. You know what I mean? Like, were they like people from the camp? Like, were those saviors or whatever? I'm not really sure about that part. But we do know when he got to the camp, everybody was dead. So I'm not sure if that was part of his dream. I'm not really sure. I
don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure about that one.
Yeah, all of them was dead. And then it says, he grabs his wound because he's starting to bleed, like extra heavy.
He's about like done.
Yeah, so he walks out into the street and he makes it to the bridge. Once he gets to the bridge, that's when you see how close the walkers really are on him. They're like, they're like on him.
At first he was, and then he was leading the walkers to the bridge because he thought the bridge was going to break.
So
the bridge held, like it wasn't even finished yet. And the bridge still held. So,
because when he gets across there, you see them, they're even looking like, oh, God, like, what just happened? I don't know what just happened. And he said, oh, what does he say? Like, oh, like I don't know if he says it didn't break or whatever, but it didn't break. So he sees them trying to save him, and he tells them to go.
Don't worry about me no more.
Yeah, like you can't worry about me. Him and Daryl had their moment. I don't know if you guys saw it or paid attention, but he looked at Daryl like basically in the eye view to say thank you. I guess you did, like, thank you. You did all you could do. I don't know if you guys caught that moment, but they had their moment.
And Daryl looked at him like, no, man, like. No, like not like this.
But he also, at that moment, you see he realizes what Rick is going to do, and there's nothing he can do, and he knows there's nothing he can do. Michonne lost it. Like, literally, she lost it.
I knew she was going to lose
He shoots the dynamite that's on the bridge, and the whole bridge blows up, and Michonne loses it. Carol and who is it? Carol and Maggie are holding her down because she totally loses, which is warranted. Like,
yeah, man. I mean, when that happened, I was like, oh my God, like.
And then it's gonna, like, we knew that he's gonna, he was supposed to make his exit from the show and everything, but I still bust out crying like a baby. Like he said, town crier. I was in there and I was crying. Yes, I was, because even though I know that was supposed to happen, it was sad. So you see Maggie looked defeated. Daryl looked defeated. Carol looked defeated.
Everybody. Daryl just walked off.
Yeah, he just, because I told you they had that moment, that last moment together, but it was, I don't know what to say about that part. Like, I think he had a moment with not only Daryl, he had that moment with Michonne too, when he locked eyes with Michonne. But you see, like, Maggie, this is it. We haven't seen Maggie break for a minute, and she literally had a break. Yeah, she literally broke.
They knew that was it.
Like, it's almost like you could see their hearts like crumbling on the inside.
Yeah. But after that, after you see him shoot the dynamite, the bridge blows up. You see all the walkers with the bodies in the water. You see everybody's reaction. Then they cut to another scene. They cut to a scene where you see Jadis again. And you're like, okay. What?
I thought she went in the helicopter. Remember, we had this discussion.
Yeah, like, what's going on?
Said, do you think she really left? I'm like, yeah, she left. She gone. She been gone.
So all of a sudden, like, she hears the explosion too. She sees where she hears it.
Hears it and sees the smoke.
Yeah, so she sees the smoke. So she goes towards the bridge where, she knows where the bridge is.
Right.
So she goes towards it, and you look over on this little dirt patch, and there is who? Rick Grimes.
Man, I that's what I say. I wish we could have set up everything so we could have laughed, so you could have heard us be like, what?
Hey, let me tell you
like,
something.
What? I was happy.
Let me tell you something. When we seen Jadis in a helicopter,
right,
and we seen who she was talking to, and she was talking to Rick, and Rick was going to live, I said, oh my God. I can't even say what I said. I'm not even going to say what I said watching the TV show on camera. I can't say that, but if you can imagine, I was like, what the
It was amazingly awesome, and that's to say they did this episode right to let you know that he's going on. He's not dead, but I don't know if you guys stayed for the after it went off, and it's a spoiler alert for people who, well, if you got this far, then you know this already. Yeah, they showed on the next one. They showed this scene. These people are fighting all these walkers, and this little girl says, "Follow me." You hear a voice.
Well, first of all, she shoots the walkers.
True, she shoots the walkers
and helps the people.
And helps them. Sorry, missed that part. She shoots them and helps the people, and you just hear this little voice. Mind you, you don't know who it is. Say, "Follow me." So they follow her. You see her pull out the
the hat.
No, how do Rick say it? Nobody says it like Rick.
With it, Carl.
The Carl hat.
It's Carl.
Pulls out the Carl hat. She puts it on and they say, "Hi, what's your name?" And she goes, "Judith. Judith Grimes." I said, "Now I know that's right. I know that's right."
And she had a samurai sword on the back.
She sure did. But look who's teaching her.
Michonne. So what I'm getting from out of this is that when they come back on, they're gonna fast forward maybe like 4 years later.
Yeah, it has to be.
I'm gonna say like 4 years later. 5 years. Because if you notice, Carol has long hair.
It's so pretty. It's silver.
Michonne's dreads are different. She has like shaved on the side from like coming to the side,
or braided to the side or something like that. But what I didn't see is, what I didn't see? I didn't see the King Ezekiel.
Oh, he's there. He's there.
I believe it.
That's the reason why Carol's hair is long. Guarantee she grew her hair out like King Ezekiel.
Yeah,
I know that's what it was. So, but Yeah, they said they're gonna start coming like little mini movies with Rick. But
yeah, so he's not going. He's off of The Walking Dead, but he's not off of AMC because it sounds like he's still going to be making films for them, like little mini films about his life.
Yep. So I'm gonna love to see what they're gonna do with that one. But like, where are they gonna put him at? You know what I mean? Like wherever he is, he's not gonna be able to make it back to Judith and Michonne and them because it's 4 years later. You mean to tell me that Rick wouldn't go back?
And it has to be something because the executive producer guy that was talking on Talking After Dead said. That is the end of Rick on The Walking Dead,
so
which means so he's not making a special guest appearance or he's not going to come back. So literally for him to stay away from his family, it has to be something.
Yeah,
because I don't know what other reason
they have to have him on some kind of island,
right?
That you can only reach by helicopter, plane, something. That's the only way. Or they even have this facility where he is really locked down and no one can find it.
Right.
But I'm anxious to see what they're going to do with that.
Yeah.
But that's our take on the Rick Grimes last episode. Man,
sad but interesting and good because he's still alive.
Yeah,
that was the best ending ever. Like just to know that they didn't kill him off. I mean, he's a legend. Like you can't.
Yeah, you just can't kill Rick.
You just can't kill Rick off.
You can't.
And he wasn't just gonna leave. He's not gonna pack up and leave. That's just not in his character. I just thought it was amazing. It was well done.
I like the way the writers did that. I like the way the writers did that.
That was amazing.
Yeah,
that was really amazing. And then you get to peek in to see Judith taking on Carl's personality, and Rick's personality, and Michonne,
and Shane.
And well, she didn't get to be around. She didn't really get to be around Shane.
She has his crazy genes up in there, though.
But she's gonna be a beast. With all those genes mixed in together, Judith. It's gonna. I'm telling you, The Walking Dead. It's gonna be about Judith.
It's gonna be something.
She's the future.
Yeah. Hey, but thank y'all for joining us for this video.
Thank you guys.
Remember to like and subscribe and leave y'all comments down below.
See y'all next time.
We out.